Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk, back again with another project for you, and this time it's a gatefold card, but I wanted to show off some of the lovely new products that are available in Celebration 2017. So inside you'll see I've left it blank, so you could add your own sentiment to the inside, but it just finishes off with that little bit of stamping. And the front here is this gatefold card with a panel on the front, and these dies here come in a set that have 3 words in them: celebrate, you and amazing, and you can get those for free. If you spend £90, you can choose that as your free gift. If you just spend £45, you can choose this stamp set as your free gift, or obviously if you spend £135, you could have both of those items. So that's a new higher level product, and I'm using both of these to show you the lovely Celebration sets. So on we go to the card. So a gatefold card is a fancy fold, but it's a straightforward one and a really good one for people to start off with. You're going to cut a piece of card that is 14.5 centimetres by 20 centimetres, and then on the long edge, so pop that up at the top, you're going to score at 5 centimetres and at 15 centimetres. And that is your basic card. So when those fold together, you'll see those come to the centre, and that gives you your pretty gatefold card. Don't stick your trimmer to the paper. Right, okay, so let's reinforce those creases because we don't want the card to be popping open. And the next thing we're going to do is to create some layers for the front. So we want these layers to be smaller than our front panels. So all you're going to do is cut 2 panels of cardstock, which are ½ centimetre narrow and ½ centimetre shorter. So if you remember, that was 14.5. So our card that we want to be 14 centimetres. And then we want 2 panels at 4.5 centimetres. So just make sure you put that right up to the top. 4.5 and 4.5. Okay. And those you can just stick straight onto the front of your card, because they're just going to create those layers. So I've used some soft sky and some pink pirouette cardstock, which actually isn't the right colour. I picked up the wrong colour. Okay, so this card is actually, because it's the whole lot of lovely, I think is actually, by looks of it, is powder pink. So let's have a look. Okay. Possibly even blushing bride, actually, that. Let's have a look. Okay, well, I'll check the colour for you and put that on my blog. For ease of showing you the card, pop those layers on there. That's the problem when you get loads of projects all prepped at once. It can get a little bit chaotic. So now we're going to do our stamping. So we've made our card base. So we've got our centre panel to stamp to go on the inside. And we've also got our front panel to stamp as well. So we're going to use Memento because I'm going to be colouring the images in with our blends. And we want those. So really give a good impression all the way over. And then we're going to pop that up in the top corner. And that's an 8 by 8 centimetre piece of card. We're then going to stamp on our Whisper White here, and this is 9.5 by 14. And obviously you could just put the flower in the corner there, or you could actually have the whole of the image as well. And by stamping off the edge, it just creates a bit more interest. And I'm actually going to leave those just black and white. So once it's dry, Make sure you don't put it down into some ink. That's my, I've done that before now. And just pop that on the inside of your card. Okay. Then we're going to do some colouring, and I've already stamped a second image on here as well. And we're going to come in with our stamping blends, and this is in Pool Party. So I'm literally just going to come in and colour the whole of that image. And I'm using the brush tip and just sort of sideways on, not pressing too hard, and just allowing that alcohol colour to go through. And on this one, I'm just going, because I'm going to be cutting out those petals, I'm literally just going to come in. It doesn't matter if you go over the line slightly, but plenty of colour. Then I'm going to come in with my dark, and where you've got those kind of dots, where you'd have shadows, that's where I'm coming in with this darker edge. And then I'm just kind of following those lines just to kind of add a little bit of interest on there, and do the same on our second one. And obviously our lower one's going to be covered over, so it's not quite so important. We just come in and colour over, and that'll blend and add depth as well. And again, and I'm just going to blend those outer bits as well now, so you get some shading going on. And then all we need to do is just take our paper snips and just trim around that flower. And I'm actually cutting down between the petals as we go around, because once I've shaped that in a moment, it'll allow the petals to kind of separate out a bit more and give a slightly more sort of three-dimensional finish. So I'm just going to cut down between those petals, like so, and between this one here and on the other side here. And then to shape it, one of the easy ways I find is literally turn it over, use the opposite end of your scissors and just give that some shape, and then you can press the centre in, and then just use a little glue. I'm about to use the fine tip glue anyway, so I've got that to hand, and then just pop that flower on the top, okay, like so. Just pop that to one side, and now what we're going to do is use our fine tip glue to attach some of our die cuts. So I've done those in advance. There you go. So I've already got some, and you'll see I layered up this one with the two colours. So I'm going to do exactly the same here, and I'm going to put the blue on the top. So that's our Pool Party. And I'm just coming with the fine tip glue and just gently going over that, and then layer that just slightly offset on top. Don't do as I've done and move it. Give it a press. And then we're going to add our word to the front. So again, using our fine tip glue, and I'm literally, rather than try, I'm just putting some little dots on that so I don't have too much. And by leaving it just for a few seconds to kind of set a little bit, it'll help you get a better bond. So again, just keep our glue out of the way. I'm just going to wipe my fingers as I've got a little glue on there. Okay. we're going to pop our amazing at the bottom there. And I'm adding these first because what I don't want to do is cover up get it wrong with my stamping. I should have added a bit to the back there. And today's a day for misplacing things, I think. So add my U just there. Our basic black, we're going to use the R Simply. Pop that on. And all I need to do now is cut my piece of cardstock, which is 8.5 by 8.5. And that's going to go onto the very front of our card, just like so. I'm going to centre that down. In order to do that, I'm just going to pop some glue on the one edge. And then literally I just pop that in there, creating an even border. Now that should be dry. Pop. Oh, my fuse has run out. Pop that in like so. And then all that I think that needs, just to finish it off, are some lovely rhinestones, which I didn't put on my original one, but you know what, we're going to have some here. So just add a bit of glamour to a card that says, "You are simply amazing." So there we go, demonstrating some lovely new Stampin' Up! products. If you'd like any of these or you want any more information about Celebration, don't hesitate to give me a call or visit my blog www.flutterbyheidi.co.uk or go to my shop heidismith.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me soon. Bye now.